If you're a fan of Heroes, these are going to be some tournament results you're going to want to pay attention to. Special Crab Scrubbins, you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So if you're a hero player, these are going to be those results that I said you're going to want to pay attention to. 57 duelists came out for Team Net Cafe's case tournament for King's Court. And these tournament results are a little bit more different, I would say more diversified than we're kind of used to. And I think that's kind of a cool thing, man. Like, diversity, getting the chance to reign supreme is always a good thing. So, what do we got here? So we have 8 Invoked, 6 Dogmatika, Shaddoll, 1 Dogmatika, and then 1 Shaddoll variant here. So that's your most represented deck. Then you have 8 Tri-Brigade, of which 6 of them are pure. You have 1 Harpy, and you only have 1 Zodiac variant, which is kind of interesting. I also like to see like these rogue decks as they develop, especially something like Harpy Brigade. That's definitely interesting. 3rd most represented deck in the room is Sky Striker. This deck is literally a locals machine. Alright, yeah, maybe an 8-10 round event might not be the most successful thing for you, but you will find success in decks like this at these maybe 50-60 man events for sure. Drytron only having 3 representatives in the entire room. That's very interesting to me. Also 3 solid, and then 3 virtual world. So, kind of your higher seeded top cut-esque results look normal for most represented decks, I would say. Other decks. So we had 2 Altergeist in the room. Sure. Dinosaur, Praying Kids, Thunder Dragon, Zodiac, Amazement Numeron. What's an Amazement Numeron deck? Like, are we just playing back row, OTing our opponent? Like, what's going on there? Alright, if you guys know anything about Amazement Numeron, leave a comment down below. I'm curious about that. We had a Blue Eyes Danger, Chaos, Dogmatika, Evil Eye, Dragon Maid, Egyptian Gods, Eldritch, Hero, Infinitrack, Metaphist, Mystic Mind, Exodia, Nemesis, Zombie, Plunder Patrol, Shaddoll, Sun Avalon, True Draco, and UA. All present for participation for this event. Okay, I don't see anything. This looks like a normal grand scheme for an event here. So what's our top cut breakdown here? Alright, so our top 8 here is as follows. There's a lot to take in here. So we had 2 Tri-Brigade variants. I think that's fine. I don't see anything that's normal, all right? Wherever you go right now, there's always going to be something Tri-Brigade. Sure. We had 1 Altergeist. Okay, in a local-driven format, I think that's fine. All right? 1 Dogmatika Invoke Shaddoll. Let this be a lesson to all of you not playing all 3 of them together. It looks like the best variant is the combination of the 3. All right? Don't try to swayed off of that, try to get fancy. I think that's pretty important. We had 1 Dragon Maid. Now, when we get down to the list here in a second, you have, between Dragon Maid and Hero, you have 2 rogue decks that scraped into top cut here and kind of, I would say, changed the landscape a little bit of how we perceive events like this, which, hey man, rogue doing what rogue does best. And then we have 1 Drytron and 1 Praying Kids for top 8. So top 8, pretty decently stacked for the meta between Praying Kids, Tri-Brigade, you know, Drytron, even Invoked here. I would say Altergeist is meta, or rogue too, I guess, but that's diversity 101. So what's our first place list here? So first up here is in fact Hero. Oh man. So what you're telling me is the Hero player finally got the chance to get some love here. This list is pretty freaking standard. I'm not gonna lie to you. Triple Fusion Destiny is pretty gas. 1 Poly, of course, for your cool little interactions if you have to hard make something. 2 Shadow Mist kind of seems to be a little bit of a norm at this point for a lot of these builds. Cosmic Cyclones, I guess people might be the only thing that they might have a complaint on, but we're still playing the Vision Hero engine. I mentioned in another video people are trying to cut this from the deck, trying to get cheesy, but no, like, this is your best engine that you really have going for you in the deck. I think this is fine. Outside of that, quite honestly, the extra deck looks very standard, and then the side deck also looks very standard. I see that we have the 2 flex spots here for the Cosmics can either become Lightnings or talents depending on the matchup. So we do have side out targets. Same thing here with the Ghost Bell being another real flex spot. I guess people might also find the 2 Ash Blossom, 2 Droll to be a little bit weird, sort of maximizing on that, but it's the kind of the situation of you kind of get the room that you get to work with. So instead of bulking down to like 3 of hand traps, you can diversify a little bit and try something like a 2 of or a 3 of, and then adjust from there. So that makes sense. Now we have Praying Kids down here. This list, I see here that we have double Skullmeister in the deck, triple Ghost Bell, double Veil or triple Ash. That's literally 11, 14 hand traps. Am I on 10, 13? Yeah, my bad. I was off by 1. So we're literally hand trap deck. Of course, instant fusions become stable. Man, what was up with this tournament, man? Everybody looked at back row decks and they were like, no, none of you are having fun today. Cosmics from the first and second place list, sure. That feels very, very interesting. Down here, Rashad Jones list here, we have Drytron. This was the highest seeding Drytron list, actually. So I see, of course, Herald in these. We are not playing any of the big Drytron boss monsters. Like I said, some of these older builds try to get, like, super cheesy. They're like, hey, today we're going to play, like, Draconis or something like that. Like, no. This build is also... Red Eyes and Dark Magician. Yep, so if you get Drolled, the cool thing with this build is you can make, like, Verte, and then you can mill off, and then on the Dragoons, it gives you something else to play the game on if your opponent interrupts your play line. So that's, like, the real value that you get out of playing the Dragoon in this. Also, 45 cards should alleviate some of the bricks that you find in this deck. Third and fourth here, let's see here. Super Poly Dot deck. 1 Ecclesia, 1 Floor. Perfectly understandable. There's that 1 Golden Lord. I always love seeing this guy, man. Alright, anytime that he's just a free body you can put on the field to burst down some damage. I'll say you need to, like, discard a spell or trap card that's dead to spot removal something. This card gives you access to kind of do all that in one little package. Quite honestly, though, I don't see anything else too crazy. 2 Construct, 2 App Clone, 2 Winda. Seems to have been pretty normal here. The thing with this build is this is a lot more Shaddoll heavy than, you know, just splashing in a Schism at the end of the day. Also, you know, there's no access to Maximus now. So, yeah, this looks fine. Next up here, Tri Brigade. Oh, the standard brigade. So we're doing the cat version. That's fine. We are on 10 traps. Triple Revolt is the best card that your deck has. Now, 2 tanky. This is kind of interesting. This kind of follows some OCG logic here, if this is correct. Remember, the OCG's kind of limited to 2, so unfortunately, they can't do as many cool, crazy things as we want, but, I mean, on activation, you don't get cool, crazy value out of it. Also, we're playing 1 Arabellum? Well, I mean, technically, it is a tuner to make Natty Beast, so that is something that you can do with this deck. That's kind of interesting. We actually have access to Naturia Beast in this build. Okay, very interesting. Something else to do with Cat for 500. I mean, make a Natty Beast. Why not? Okay. Next up down here, we have the other Tri Brigade list. Man, both of these Tri Brigade lists made top 8. Poor guys. This one, unfortunately, isn't as spicy as our other friend here, who's playing Arabellum, to splash out a rescue or a Naturia Beast of all things. But I think nonetheless that this is still pretty cute. Pretty standard, actually. We have the 2 or triple tankies versus the 2 on the other place list. Yeah, I can't even argue the logic of playing the 2. I think it's fine. Next up is Altergeist. Ooh, I see we have Dragon Maid down here in a second. Double Mystic Mind, slow down the game state. Monster line. 2 Marionetter. Really? The community would literally screech at him if they saw this. They'd be like, oh no, like you need to play 3. That's interesting. Cutting back for a flex spot. I guess Marionetter can lead to some dead draws, but at the end of the day, I guess. That's interesting. Outside of this, 21 Trap Altergeist is pretty normal, honestly. Secret Village is down here. Alright, Dragon Maids. What we got going on in here? So I see we're playing Phantasme to make our fusions easier to make. Easy peasy. We are on Double Nurse. I think some people might not like that, but that's fine. We are playing the 1 Tempest, of course, for Dragon Ravine interactions. See, we're playing the 1 of other Dragon Maid card, which I kind of think, really, we're playing both of these. I know a lot of variants would try to not do these, but that's kind of interesting. Super Poly's in here to out certain boards. That's fine. This is just essentially, I would say, Dragon Link-esque Turbo. or more of a feel to it. Like, we're taking advantage of the Dragon Maid control toolbox to generate that advantage. We also have the Quackimera Draco, the side deck for the Heretics Fields interaction. So, when your opponent goes, hoo-hoo, you interact with the sphere, and then you go ahead and tribute, bring out the Quackimera Draco, and you proceed to laugh at your opponent as they have to, like, either waste a battle phase or do some sort of shenanigans to out it. It's interesting. So that is some interesting results. Not gonna lie, seeing heroes get the chance to do good is awesome, honestly. So guys, what do you think about these lists? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. Smash the like button, subscribe, and so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on today for some more cool awesome content. Peace out, guys. Have a good one. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.